Now, Kelly said something after the game that I've maintained for a while here that I think a lot of people out there think is a crazy thought. I don't. I don't think the Pirates are that far away. And when I say far away, I'm not talking about a championship necessarily. I'm talking about being a team that's contending, like in real contention for a playoff spot. And it ain't that hard in Major League Baseball these days to be that. Just look at the standings right now, and you'll see that in the American League, there are maybe 3 teams that are non-contenders right now. I say maybe 3 because the Orioles are only 6 games out of the second wild card. And if they start to get real hot, they've won 3 in a row here, like they're 30-40. They go 40-30 over their next 70. They're going to have about 20 games left or so and maybe be right there at 500. That's all you have to do is be 500 or slightly above. So every team except the Orioles, A's, and White Sox in the American League are within 3 games of the second wild card. Every team in the National League, with the exception of 4, are out of it, and that's the Nats, Marlins, Pirates, and, of course, the Rockies. Although, unbelievably, the Pirates have a worse offense in certain categories than the Rockies, who are the worst baseball team at this point in the season since 1899. Think about that for a second. I don't include the Braves as being out of it because they're the Braves, but they are 8 games back. So maybe you can say 5 teams. It's really hard to not be in contention. The Pirates should be, to me, that's a way of saying they should be at least 500. They should be above, again, because they have the hard part figured out. They have starting pitching. Their starting pitching is lights out. I believe I saw it was the best in baseball or the National League since May 1st. They have that. To me, that's the equivalent of having a franchise quarterback, especially when your staff is led by a generational pitcher. So if you tell me an NFL team has that guy, a franchise quarterback, to me, by definition, they're not that far away. And I do equate it to baseball. The Pirates aren't 8 guys away from getting to the playoffs. They need a hitter or 2. You bring in a star hitter, it changes everything. Where are you going to get one? You got to parlay some of this pitching into that. You have to. And he just won't do it. Cherington just won't do it. He just won't. So we have to watch series like we just watched against the Cubs, where they're literally a hit away from winning games. They lose 3-2 on Thursday. They win 2-1. They almost blew another skiing start. Well, they kind of did because they didn't give them a win. They win 2-1 and 10. They lose 2-1. And then they lose 3-2 and 10. It's more infuriating than if they were, 20 and 80 or wherever they are right now. It's just absolutely infuriating. But the moral of the story for me is they are actually close. They are.